Here's a question that might surprise you. What do the most successful retirees have in common with experienced fly anglers? They both know that having just one fly pattern will eventually get you skunked. Not too long ago, I had a client call me when the market was in a turmoil, like their retirement was melting before their eyes, when in reality, a significant portion of their portfolio was not even in the stock market. But what happens is stocks are the sexy thing to talk about on TV. And the news focuses on the dramatic drop of the market, causing folks to worry who should not even be worrying. Why? They have multiple investment allocations, like a good angler has multiple flies. Here's the thing, their portfolio was organized like a well-stocked fly box with a multiple pattern strategy. Let me share with you the 3 fly box strategy. In this video, I'm going to share a very reliable retirement strategy, one that works in bull markets, bear markets, and everything in between. So let me show you each fly box. Number 1, the dry fly box. Let's say 10 to 20% of your investments. The dry fly box, that's a great fly box. Think about this. What's the most reliable pattern in your fly box? I have fished a lot in small Pennsylvania brook trout streams. The streams a lot of times are tiny, and in some parts of the country they might be totally overlooked. But in Pennsylvania, there's almost a cult following of folks that enjoy fishing these small brook trout streams. And I'll admit that it's totally fun, and the trout make up in beauty what they lack in size. Some time ago, I figured out that a small foam dry fly caddis with a little greeny weenie, which is an inchworm pattern, underneath works like ice cream for these little trout. They love it. It became my main confidence go-to flies when fishing these small streams. Your dry fly box is like your most trusted patterns. These are the investments you reach for when you need reliable results no matter what conditions you're facing. This is around 10 to 20% of your investment allocations. And within this is number 1, cash and money market funds. You could consider this your basic stimulator pattern where it works everywhere. Number 2 would be like short-term bonds. Number 3 would be CDs and treasury bills. Think of these as your confidence flies. When markets get choppy, you're not panicking because you know these patterns always work. The key is maybe never going below 10%, but probably not necessarily going above 20 either. Now, if we haven't met, I'm Craig Thompson. I'm an owner at a fiduciary retirement planning firm called Fourth River Financial Group. If you feel this information is valuable, and if you'd like some more information or financial planning help, here are 3 options for you to consider. 1, sign up for the Streamside Financial Cast Retirement Tips newsletter. A link is in the description box below and in the comments section. Number 2, if you're close to retirement, then consider taking the retirement quiz. A link for that will be in the description box below and also in the comments section. And number 3, reach out to me directly for a complimentary retirement planning session. My contact info is here on the screen and also in the description box below and in the comments section. Number 2 is your NIP box. Let's say 30 to 40% of your allocation. Here's where some people get their retirement strategy wrong. If you had guests over for dinner and sitting at your kitchen table, would you put the food on the back porch? Sounds stupid, right? But stick with me. Some people totally enjoy dry fly fishing, and I don't blame them. It's fun. When the fly is floating on top and a trout smacks it, it's almost like a drug addiction. But 80 to 90% of the time, trout feed subsurface. So a nip or underwater fly is more of the correct approach. If you think putting food on the back porch is stupid, then why would you dry fly fish if the fish are not feeding on top? How does this relate to investments? Well, 75% of the time, the stock market creates a positive return. So you don't want to ignore that fact. Don't be so aggressive that you forget the market is down 25% of the time, but also don't be so conservative that you forget that the market is up 75%. Take advantage of that 75%. Think about this as your nip box. This box holds your steady producers like a well-weighted pheasant tail or Prince nip or hare's ear. These investments work consistently below the surface. So your 30 to 40% nip box includes dividend-paying ETFs or mutual funds, companies that deliver results quarter after quarter. Balanced mutual funds, professional guides managing multiple patterns at once between stocks and bonds. High-yield bonds, bonds that can produce growth. This box does 2 jobs at once. It grows your wealth over time and it delivers some income along the way. When markets rise, you benefit. When markets fall, you're still getting paid like fish feeding underwater on the flow of nips coming down the stream conveyor belt. Number 3 is the streamer box. Maybe 40, maybe 60%, depending on your age, of your allocation. This is where your big fish get caught. but only if you fish it correctly. A few years ago, I was camping in western Pennsylvania along a trout stream. Upstream a ways was this deeper pool. I noticed a movement from a significant sized trout. I threw in a jig streamer and began to work it. Bam! Trout on. I ended up landing a nice big brown out of that pool. A streamer was the ticket. Your streamer box is where you fish for big or trophy results. This 40 to 60% is designed for one thing, landing the big trout of retirement wealth. This aggressive box includes growth stocks, let's say international funds, small and emerging market funds. Here's the secret, only fish streamers when you can afford to lose a few flies. This money stays untouched for at least 7 to 10 years. If the market crashes, keep your streamers in the water. You're fishing for tomorrow's retirement lifestyle, not today's income. I'm curious, which fly box do you think you're probably overloaded with right now? Too many dry flies and missing growth? Do you have enough nips? Or too many streamers and losing sleep? Or are you perfectly balanced? Drop a comment and let me know how your retirement fly boxes are organized. So remember, successful retirement isn't about finding the perfect investment. It's about having the right fly for the market condition. 10 to 20% dry flies for reliability, 30 to 40% nips for steady results, and maybe 40 to 60% streamers for landing trophy trout. These fly box approaches take the guesswork out of investing and put proven patterns on your side. Remember, the best retirement strategy is like a well-organized fly box. You've got the right pattern for every condition you'll face. Take care, tight lines, and I'll see you in the next video.